Okay, we're trying to figure this out. How do you... I found the volume control. I'm just not sure how you play background. And I do not know where... I don't know where anything went. I had all this super awesome stuff. No, I want to go back to the console where I can see what the hell I'm doing. I'm stuck in search mode. Close. There we go. So how do I get the Rainbow Road? Yeah, how do we get this to play? Oh, there we are. Aha! Hey, there we go. Now we have, feels like an official episode now. This is a nice deck. So this is our first Spreaker specific episode. I've got the Pinbot opening you just heard. I've got Flash in the Pans opening, and I've got the closeout that everybody knows. And I can put Jake Roberts in here and fade it like I used to do, and I can do... I don't know how I'm going to do... maybe I can have it set up so that I can have... I'll have to talk to the 5x5 and see how he does it, because my Sam I had to get a new wireless headset. So my Sam kind of looked at my new headset, which is perfectly fine. It's just like all the rest of them have been, but it won't accept it. So there we go. Let's turn that down just a little more. So today's show is called Either Or. And that's because I never seem to have a middle ground. I'm always one extreme or the other. In this case, there are two things. One which has really been bugging me. The other one is an irritant, but it's not bugging me yet so much. The first one that's been bugging me is getting a job. If anybody's listened to me since I started, you know that about the time that I started, actually, when was the first Chaotic Ravings? It was when Robin Williams died. I know that much, but I think he may have died after I lost my job at Gunther's. Anybody who knows anything about me knows that I used to work. I know a lot of people come here from. Oh, come on! Just get to the bottom. I just need to see what the oldest one is. Actually, I'm doing this wrong. I should be going podcast, Chaotic Thoughts here, and let's do a search. View by, or no, sort by date modified. Because I change all of these. 12. Okay, Hobby Lobby, the Human Test. Robin Williams was... Okay, it was August. So, yeah, anybody who's listened to this, I'm sure at some point I mentioned, because that was in the end of September. Excuse me. That was in the end of September. So I had I had about a month. I'm sure it came up somewhere. or it's come up since, that I worked at a cafe called Gunther's Cafe in Mankato, and they closed September 30th. Then, at that point, I was also working at Fun.com, which is HalloweenCostumes.com. They have a huge warehouse in North Mankato, and I love working with them. They're a very nice group of people. So when the mute button is pressed, the corresponding music track is not being broadcast or recorded. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see how that works. That's a nice little thing. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to see about working this fall at Fun.com. And here's the kicker. Ever since Christmas Eve, I also worked at a green card place called Carlson Crafts. And that job ended. Fun.com obviously ended on Halloween, and the green card place ended on Christmas Eve. So since Christmas Day until my first day back is the 3rd, I have orientation. And then I don't think I'll work on the 4th. I'll probably start on the 7th, which is 7th or the 8th is when I figured I'd be starting anyway. So I have had quite a long time where I haven't had work. I will be about 8 months, almost 8.5 months without work at this point. And it's been a mixed blessing because I can go out, I can do things with mom and dad. I've been able to go to my niece's birthday party. We've gone up to the casino a couple of times. We've gone, we've gone out on what they call vacation, going out to Wenatchee to get my storage unit brought back. And then we also went to, I forget how I started this. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I see. My bad. Anyway, we went and did that, and I'm able to go to Pride 48 in Vegas because of it, because I'll be able to go and I won't have to worry about work, which is good because this is the last year that they have planned to do the Vegas event. So I really didn't want to miss this. It means I'm going to be missing a couple of weeks of work, which I wanted to talk to them about, and I understand why they didn't want to do it, and that's perfectly fine, but I wish I could have gotten into it. Anyway, my mom and I were talking, and I was saying, well, I intend to do Fun.com, maybe Carlson Craft. I'll probably end up doing Carlson Craft if Fun.com again says, look, I don't think we're going to have anything for you after this. Okay, then I'll just start right away because I missed a couple of weeks of work the last time. So what would that be? When would that be? October 30th would be a Friday, so I could just start on the 2nd. See, that's the thing that fucked me over last time. The 31st was in the middle of the week. So my last day will be a Friday. Well, then I'll work, let's say I work Carlson Craft, that way I'll work until the 25th. The 25th or the 24th. I would literally work until Thursday. And then Friday is a Friday. So that's good. I'll be ending it either on a Friday or on a Thursday, and that's perfect because then I get full weeks in. That's really nice. Although last year, I think we got done at noon, but there really wasn't anything to do. Because again, like they said on at Fun.com, we're only truly open until the 30th, because the 31st there's no point. The 31st we can't ship anything. Now I worked the 31st because I was working returns, and there's always stuff to return. But this has brought out the problem because I'm also looking over at the bowling alley where I have my league, I'm checking around at fun.com for other things. I'm looking around for part-time work. My mom got so used to me being around. She's on the one side, she's like, oh, get a job, get a job, get a job. Now on the other side, she's backtracking and saying, whoa, wait a minute. If you get a job, that means we can't do anything. No, that means I can't do anything. It means you guys can. They were thinking of me going over with them to Arizona. And that would be fine, except for the fact that I really don't want to go to Arizona, really. I mean, I suppose they can. I think somebody's making coffee. I'm not supposed to smell stuff through the vents, but my computer is right underneath a central vent, so if there's any odor coming out of it, I smell it. So I'm in between this rock and a hard place, because one thing that my mom was kind of fervored about was that I work on as much as I can. Well, then I got fun.com and I got Carlson Craft, which between the two, I think I might be, let's do the quick math here. It's $8.75 an hour. Whoa, $8.75 an hour, I believe, times 25 times 2. I have the possibility of making about $400 every pay period. So $800 a month times 4. I have the chance of making $3,200 in 4 months, which is wonderful for me because I'm going to be going to Vegas. That'll probably cost me about $1,200. Well, and I just spent. What did I spend? I spent about $100 on equipment for the microphone and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll have about $1,200 that I'll have to pay off starting in September. But, and as it is, like I said, it'll be 100 and some on Best Buy. I can take care of that. Then it'll be, I want to get my glasses paid for, which is $220, which is on my account. So my first check will probably go to getting my glasses paid off and getting Best Buy paid off. Then the rest will go to basically my room, and I'm hoping to be bringing at least $100 with me for food. I figure about $200 more. I figure I'll probably max my Wells Fargo card, which is $1,500. But again, at $800 a month at the end of October, I'll have it paid off. So then anything I make from Carlson Craft will be extra money, will be $1,600 worth of extra money. Maybe I can put struts on the car I have. That's really the only thing it's missing is struts. Get the struts put on. That wouldn't be so bad an idea. I love this music. I think I might just keep looping this. So actually, I wonder if there's any way I can get rid of that track. I don't think so. Now that I know how this track works, though, I can put Jake Roberts in here and have my Chaotic Thoughts opening. So that's one thing. I'm trying to push Mom into realizing that I was without a steady job for 12 years. I really don't want to go back to that. Now, if I can earn what I need to in this quarter, in this last quarter, then that's a whole nother thing. You know, if I can survive on what I have, which isn't too bad, I should be able to do it. If I can survive on that, then I'd be okay if these last 4 periods, because like next year, I'm not going to be doing anything. I might, let's take a look. I can't remember. September 10th, there is a wedding with that blue